In 1855, at a famous powwow which took place in the northwestern edge of the United States, the following declaration was made by the Indian chief Seattle to white negotiators. Every bit of this land is sacred. Every hill, valley, or plain, every woods has been sanctified by some glorious or horrible event in the past. Even the rocks that seem mute and dead when they bake in the sun, tremble with extraordinary events linked to the life of my people. When the children of your children will believe themselves alone in the fields, the shops, on roads, or in the silent forest, they will not be alone at all. At night, when all sound has died away in the streets of your villages, and when you think they are empty, they will swarm with the host of those who once lived there. Faithful to that sublime sight. The white man, the white man will never be alone. Go ye into the world. Go ye into the world and preach the gospel. And preach this gospel to every creature. This was told by another prophet to his disciples approximately 1,830 years before Seattle's time. Prehistoric civilization had already been developing in North America for some 250 centuries. Plantation of corn had begun in the Cochise civilization. Between 10,000 and 5,000 years before Christ was born, approximately 400 years after his death, basket builders or potters began to construct those beautiful villages which the Spaniards, arriving some 1,000 years later, in the name or under the pretext of the proclaimed gospel, called Pueblos. The immense ruins of Mesa Verde in Anasazi City, abandoned centuries ago, were discovered by two cowboys in 1888, a few decades after Chief Seattle's declaration.
January 22nd.
Listen to the interwoven voices of those two inspiring men. Let the memory of their words interpenetrate one another in your minds. Their combined exhortations will attract many other words in their orbit.
He's exclusive.
30.
Go ye into every bit of this sacred land. Go ye unto every hill, unto every valley or plain, unto every woods that has been sanctified by some glorious or horrible event in the past. Go ye unto the rocks that seem mute and dead when they bake in the sun, unto the rocks that tremble with extraordinary events linked to the life of my people. Go ye into the fields, the shops, on roads or in the silent forests. Go ye into the streets of your villages when they swarm with the host of those who once lived there. Go ye into that sublime sight and preach the gospel to the children of your children, to the children who suppose themselves alone in this sacred land, in this sanctified, glorious, and horrible land, in this extraordinary land linked to the life of my people. Go ye into that glorious, horrible sight and preach this gospel to the children of the host of those who once lived there, to the children dressed in red of those extraordinary, sacred people who once sanctified the past of this sublime land.
March 1st, the Alabama State students marched on the stage.
Go ye into that empty streets of my villages, into the empty sacred woods of my land. And preach this gospel to every one of the mute and dead people, of the glorious people dressed in soft green and in flaming red, who once lived in the streets of this beautiful land. Go ye into the 12 gates of the night when all sounds have died away, and preach this soft green and flaming red, this glorious and horrible gospel to every man.
March 3rd.
To every white man. Who will never be alone. In this beautiful city. Hallelujah!
Zväčša zásluhou toho, že veľa základnej práce sa už vykonalo. V tejto chvíli je politický systém asi preťažený, lebo zaviedol toľko nových...
And they went forth and preached everywhere.
Britské nakladateľstvo Gollancz uverejnilo prednedávnom knihu pod názvom
The Lord
Increasing
working with
discrimination
them
against Eskimos
and confirming the word with signs following.
March 31st.
They preached in January Nebraska and in New York. In April in Kentucky and in Pennsylvania. In Georgia, Iowa, and South Carolina. Michigan and Mississippi. In July in Vermont, Florida, Utah, Ohio, and Illinois.
Midwest.
In August in Virginia, Minnesota, and Wyoming. In September in Delaware, North Dakota, Wisconsin, and Missouri. In October in New Hampshire. In November and in Texas and Indiana. They preached in Alabama the 25th day of December, the deep south of the year, making the 12 gates into the sacred land. And the Lord worked with them, confirming the word with signs following. Hallelujah! The 25th day of December 1956 in Birmingham, the home of a black protest leader was destroyed by a dynamite bomb. Tell me, what land was Jesus born in?
Slaves.
Oh Lord, you got this sublime land where every hill or plain, every valley and woods has been sanctified by some glorious event in a past white January or by some horrible event in a silver February.
Rather than put up with forced by the Anglican Church. Controversy with the autonomy and theocrats of Salem.
By some glorious or horrible event.
Just 6 months of land.
In a park, or in a soft green April, by some extraordinary event, in a pale May, a yellow June, or a flaming red July, by some sublime event linked to the life of my people.
And the Cherokee in 1855, and broken Indian resistance to white.
In a purple August or a golden September.
January 16th.
To the life of those who once lived there in a brown October or a gray November.
Settlers have been encountered by America. 1888 but mercy. Land
To the sacred delivery of a soft flaming virgin named Mary.
24th January.
The 25th day of December, the darkest month of
January
the year, the black month of the year.
1956.
Hallelujah! The 25th day of December, 1952 in Mims, Florida, a member of the freedom movement was killed, his wife seriously injured, and their home wrecked by an exploding bomb.
First, April 3rd, April 5th.
And the Lord worked with them, confirming the word with signs following, and making that 12 glorious, horrible gates into this beautiful city. When I get to your sacred land,
April 1st.
April 2nd.
I am going to sing and shout.
2 seconds of the territory.
There ain't
began
nobody
by
out
troop.
there
By the fourth. It was important that white
going
interest in the
to put
pursuit of
me man will ever be alone. I will be as harsh as truth and as uncompromising as justice on this subject. I do not wish to think, to speak, or write with moderation. No. This opened the first anti-slavery editorial of William Lloyd Harrison's Bostonian paper, The Liberator, on January 1st, 1831. Tell a man whose house is on fire to give a moderate alarm. Tell him to moderately rescue his wife from the hands of the ravishers. Tell the mother
56. Race riot and
to gradually extricate her babe from the fire into which it is fallen. But urge me not, urge me not to use moderation in a cause like the present. I am in earnest. I will not equivocate. I will not excuse. I will not retreat a single inch, and I will be heard. There are great plains in Indiana. There are brown villages in New Hampshire. There are golden hills in Virginia. And purple woods in Minnesota. There are flaming red rocks in Utah. Yellow fields in Iowa. And pink shops in Georgia and in Michigan. There are salt green forests in Kentucky and Pennsylvania, and blue highways in Alabama. There are silver villages in Alaska. There is no color problem in America. There has never been a black problem in this sacred land. The only problem is a white problem. Walking white men on some lonely highways of Alabama. Every bit of this highway near Gadsden is sacred. Every curve, every slope has been sanctified by a horrible, glorious event on a past 24th day of April. Even the cars, the colored cars, the soft green and the flaming black, the red and white and yellow cars. That seem indifferent when they growl in the baking sun or under the threshing rain, tremble with a memorable event linked to the life, to the death of a white postman of Baltimore who dared to walk there by himself. When the children dressed in red who bill more lead suppose themselves Vietnam or on some mute battlefield of Vietnam, will they be afraid alone? At night, when all gentle or angry sounds, all sounds of colored cars or of crossed weapons have flown away from the streets of all villages, through the 12 gates of all red and yellow, gray and black and golden cities, and one would think they are finally empty, will they not swarm with the host of those who once lived there, who once died there, faithful to their glorious, to their horrible, sacred cause? Shall we leave those walking green and yellow, black and white, and flaming red men all by themselves? Shouldn't we too walk our lonesome highways? And when we finally get into your beautiful city of new we are going to sing and shout. No colored man, no green or soft black, no red or even flaming white man should evermore remain alone. White north and 3 in the golden west, 3 in the green and red east, and 3 in the deep black south. Let us sing and shout someday. The soft green as well as the flaming red. Let us all go someday into one of the 12 gates the darkest people of this earth. Leave them not alone today. Who confirmed the word with signs following?
Altijd vraagt zij naar de meer.
Let them live in peace. Someday, let them live in peace. Peace.
La définition de l'accueil
Peace.
c'est un gros plaisir environ 4% des gens
cartes de police.
de l'artiste de l'intimité.
Today,